Look at that, Victoria. We are live.
Hello, you guys.
Welcome, everyone, to the live show, the Feel It Real Fun show.
Feel it real fun for all. Wow. I'm totally out of sync because we're doing it different. On the 13th of December 2024.
All right, wouldn't it be nice?
It's
Now, you do the show.
your manifesting questions answered live right now.
That's right. Tell them where to go. Remarkable with that good stuff.
So, okay, so joinremarkable.com. Yes, that's where you're going to go. For refunds, visit our YouTube channel, feelitrealfun.com.
All right, so
Okay,
look
so
at this.
we'll see. So,
All right.
okay, we've
Oh,
got
look who's here.
Lisa's
This is
here.
wonderful.
Okay.
Lisa and LaRock.
We couldn't see.
Inviting the cool kids.
Yes.
Yes, it's new technology. Let us know.
Yes.
How is our... Oh, dear God. How is our sound today? Well, it's got to be working. Well, at least working, because we're getting those things popping up now.
Yeah, good one.
All right. Some love. That's good. So visit us at feelitrealfun.com for the refunds.
Yes.
Join Remarkable, right? So most of the Remarkable kids, if you want to stick around, you got to rejoin. We'll put up some links for that. You already know where to go. Joinremarkable.com.
Yeah.
What else can we say? It's going to be a really good year. We're diving into the 12 disciples. Yada, yada, yada. Mm-hmm. Oh, dear.
What?
That's just... we're going to check the settings. You just talk to people, baby.
Okay.
One of us has to do tech.
All right, 20's doing tech. Well, yeah, that's your full join. So that's it. Joinremarkable.com, feelitrealfun.com.
Yes.
Yes.
Normal. Okay, that's good.
All right. So we're just getting sorted on the tech.
Facebook, FooBar, all that
Yeah.
good stuff. So, Victoria.
Yes.
We don't have a Neville Goddard quote.
Okay.
I tell you what we do have.
Yes.
This is great. This is from Maximum Entertainment. It's a book on magic. In the summer of 2018, Joshua J. mounted his... It doesn't really matter, does it? So, which is like a lot of stuff in this world.
Okay.
So, I really want to see us bigger. So, so you got to talk to them while I'm doing
Isn't
tech.
there a
darling.
little square down there?
That's what we got right there. Now, that makes it smaller. Right, so the thing that says smaller, it makes it smaller.
Okay.
All right, so Victoria.
Yes.
Look at that. So
We're going to dive in with our first question then.
we're going to dive in with our first question,
Okay.
shall we?
All right. So, first question today is from Glenn on Facebook, the election.
All right.
And Glenn asks, what's your take on the US election result?
All right, so this is really good. So, yeah, I hear from Glenn once in a while.
Yeah.
And he asked me, and he said his thing. Here's mine. Right? By the way, Glenn doesn't know it's showing up on the show, so we'll see if he watches the show. All right? Ready? Don't care. Right? Not my circus, not my monkeys. By the way, what do I care about the election results here? Don't care. Not my circus, not my monkeys. There's what matters, and there's what doesn't matter. And what really doesn't, right? Like, I've said it before, I'll say it again. Since I was 10 or 12 years old, they've put out this book, The Up-and-Coming Financial Collapse. They've blamed both parties. They've blamed the New World Order. They've done a lot of blame. And like hell, that was 76. Mm-hmm. What is it now? 2025 coming
It's
up?
nearly 50 years ago.
Nearly 50 years, and some
Wow.
people still aren't doing Remarkable. JoinRemarkable.com.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing, guys, right? There's what seems to demand people's attention. And even if we're innocent seeming about it, right, there's what demands your attention. Apparently that got your attention. I'll run with it for the show. But we let ourselves have these little innocent demanding things. Hey. Yeah, pay attention to me, right? And at the end of the day, I'm watching this lady in the store this morning, and it's the typical thing. Little Billy's in the cart, and the cart's designed to make little Billy's legs hurt after 20 minutes. That's why they have the sharp metal edges. And by the time you get to the candy bars, little Billy's screaming, right?
Yeah.
So she lets little Billy out, and away little Billy goes. He's running, right? Little Billy pulls a runner. And it's like, right, he doesn't even settle for the candy bar. And we all do this imaginally. The question is, how fast you're going to rein it in, right? Being an investor versus a spender. And that's the thing. Like, love you, Glenn. Glad you asked this. I invite you to ask me more interesting questions. In other words, questions that will involve both of us in deeper ways. And I loved your answer, by the way. But I'd really love to explore more with you. So joinremarkable.com.
Okay.
All right. Beth says, love this podcast. Cool. Excellent. Oh, and you go over tagging people. That just makes my day.
Yeah.
So, because Facebook ain't telling anyone. Like, Green and Red Things Tom tells me I always find out about your stuff 20 minutes after it's over.
I know.
Cool. We may end up going to YouTube. Right? I'm pondering doing some stuff there, and we'll see. So y'all stay tuned. Make sure you follow us on the YouTubes. So, Victoria.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Glenn, for your question.
That's right.
The next question's from Remarkable Jessie. What is fun deficit disorder?
Oh my God, I love fun deficit disorder.
And Jessie asks, let's define fun deficit disorder. I feel like I took that too lightly last time.
Yeah. So fun deficit disorder, a lot of people laugh when I say that. I want them to cry. Because in any single moment, I can settle for something to laugh at, or I can really surrender to a belly laugh. Something joyous. And we've sold out joy in this culture. We settle for all kind of distractions. Here's another fucking cat video. Here's a funny cartoon. Here's a funny something. And I get it. They're nice. I love when y'all share shit like that sometimes. I don't like it when you send it to me. But if it pops up on my thing and I like it, I'll give you a like. But what I hunger for, what I'm starving for, is to actually share fun and joy with you. So I go shopping this morning. And some of y'all in Remarkable, about 3 months ago, we all went shopping together. I took you on a shopping trip. And I stop in and I see Josh and I'm buying stuff. And so a fella gave me $200 a couple days ago, just because he loves what we do. And so I told Victoria, because Victoria wants gin and I want a whiskey, and what I want is probably going to be at the other shop. So I enter into my rational bullshit, right? And I go, radio. So I'm shopping and I said, I'm just kicking ass. So I imagine getting my favorite whiskey. I imagine her getting the gin that she's chosen, and some bottles of wine. So what do I imagine? Yeah, flirting and dancing with whoever the fuck is working, right? Because that's what I do when I'm happy, and I'm always happy, right?
And dog treats.
And dog treats.
Yeah.
So I roll in, right? Josh is working, and I asked him if we got faith. Come on, sing, baby, right? Josh is not singing, right?
Poor guy.
But I'm having fun, right? And I'm flirting it out of customers. Yo, hey, right? I'll get you. I don't care how. Anyway, old homeless alcoholic guy, right? Hey, yeah. Have a great day, pal. But here's the thing, right? People are starving for actual interaction with people. That's fun, and what we settle for is funny. And I'm okay with funny. Funny's funner than
not funny.
Not funny,
maybe,
right?
Yeah.
but at the end of the day, like I notice people will make fun of Joe Biden. They'll make fun of Donald Trump. They're not really having fun. And I invite you to join remarkable.com. Right? Now here's the thing. Years ago, I made up a course called Remarkable. We reinstituted it a few years ago. It's a different course every year. And I made it because I noticed these men. I was watching Fiddler on the Roof. And I was watching Tevier and his friends dance. And they were really celebrating life. And I said, I want that. I'm building that. And I looked around and I didn't have much to build it with in Fayette County. So I went online and said, look, this is what we're going to do. 12-month course, blah, blah, blah. And guys around the world signed up. And that's where it started. Fun instead of funny. Because fun can open up a lot of gateways. So what's fun deficit disorder, Jesse? That. We settle for funny when we can actually have fun. We settle for craving when we actually could have love. And that's not honorable or dignified.
Sorry,
to
got
me.
a Bruce here. Trying to sit on me.
Bruce. Right. All right.
Yeah.
So we
Cool.
got Lisa and LaRock celebrate. Yeah, that's it. And you guys just keep inviting people. Thank you.
Yeah, that's ace.
All right. Sorry if I'm missing the comments. This is a little bit of a
different setup.
Yeah, we'll streamline this as time goes on and figure it out better.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
that's all right. I love that it gives me a warning. Too low FPS, too low frames per second. It's like we're 4 feet from the router. We got the the second fastest internet available in your home in Australia, and it's too slow. But I digress.
What's the fastest?
Well, no. Don't get me sidetracked on that today.
Sorry.
I'll rant about that after the show while we're on the glasses.
Okay. All right. Excellent.
Because they gave me they gave me an ad on the Facebook, and for $20 more a month, I can get 4 times the internet speed or something like that. Right. Put in your address. Yep, you're eligible. Sign into your account. All right. Try to sign into my account. Right. So I got to reset things, reset that, go in, and I've lost the link. And they won't serve me the ad again. And you can't go directly in and get it. It's a special offer. And it's like, great, I wonder what this is costing you to not do joinremarkable.com.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I'll imagine it and I'll get it. But I ain't going to work at it as we digress.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So thank you, Remarkable Jesse, for your question.
Is the video smooth? I'm just curious, because like on our iPad, it's choppy as shit. But just let us know if the video is smooth. If it is just right, smooth.
Smooth.
If it's not, right, Jesse.
I guess I'll see in the edits if it's choppy or not.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Yeah, but not now.
Well, we can't do much now anyway.
That's
We're
right.
in the show.
That's right. Oh, my God.
What?
There's comments on the side.
Oh, there you go.
Let's
Of
make
course there was. Because when we used to do watch parties, they were there.
Well, that was a different technology. That was 4 years ago.
But that was Facebook, is what
Oh,
I
my
mean.
God.
So.
Look at that. You guys are showing up on the... Hi. Yeah, you know what's funny? I will get the
Unbelievable.
criticism. Why would I do a course with you? You two are utter morons.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway.
You can read them?
Yeah, and Penny's here. Hey!
Oh, cool. Okay.
Okay, but not choppy. Smooth, but not choppy.
Okay.
Beautiful. All right.
Good.
We'll make it more smoother since I shut that thing.
Probably, yeah, because you're not sapping resources.
Yeah, all the bandwidths.
Yes, all the bandwidths.
Let's
yeah.
turn this bandwidth off.
Is it not off?
Well, no, I have to turn it on to get the show for you.
Oh, right. Got you.
Right.
Perfect.
Look at this.
So we've got a devoted bandwidth to the show. All right. Yeah, are you getting Brucey hairs? I've got one in my eye at the moment.
Shall we?
Okay. The next question's from Anand on Facebook. There is nothing to earn. I nearly said learn. But yeah. And Anand asks, there's nothing to earn. Can you tell us more?
Yeah, I'll run with your Freudian slip.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's nothing to learn. Yeah, let's be honest. You've been doing this all your life. Now, here's the cool thing. Because so people say, you've been doing it all your life. Don't go to study nothing. Just read Neville. And I go, right. Why would you read Neville? So, well, because he'll learn you. So, yeah, I get it. Now, here's the cool thing.
Yeah.
There really is nothing to learn. But there's everything worth exploring inside of you. Right? You can settle for cute little explanations. There's nothing to learn, so I'm not going to spend no monies or invest no times. Radio. Or, what the hell? Right? It's... what if you came here to explore? Neville Goddard says you came here for a divine purpose to know imagination. One way that I found to know imagination is to have fun exploring the shit out of it. Right? Why the hell not? On the other side of the coin, there's nothing to earn. People all the time. One of the lessons in Dream Driven Day that we have is dealing with John the Baptist. And people try to get closer to God. They try to get closer to their desires. And they build in things like deservingness. And it's all bullshit. Versus, how about acceptance? Can you accept who you are and how this works? Can you accept the richness of your wish fulfilled? And if you want to explore it, can you accept the opportunity for that? I just find I can go shopping and I can make up that it's a hassle. Right? Or I can accept that this is all endless opportunities. Let's ask Victoria. How many people do you think I flirted with today?
Probably more than 2 hands.
Way more than 2 hands.
Yeah.
People I know, people that are total strangers. I'm having people at the meat counter at Mustafa and Madrid's. So Madrid runs it, Mustafa's his employee, and there's a lady there, and another lady there, and a fella. And I say, aren't these guys magic? And one lady says, I think so. And I said, I sing so. And so,
How did you
as
launch
you can
into
imagine,
its
whoa,
magic?
ho, ho, it's, and so on.
Yeah.
Right? I'm just having fun. And the one lady actually moves a little bit, and I pointed out, you wiggled, right? You wanted to the guy, right? And up we go. And by the way, why would I talk about that? We talk about being the blessing, and people run around so damn serious, and they go, right, I saw somebody suffering, and I lifted them up. I want you to be a blessing at all times. Why would I go shopping with an internal dialogue that sucks when I can sing to the Lord a new song and invite other people to sing things like George Michael with me when I buy the Faith wine? It's just fun for me. Yeah, how can we invite people to stop denying how much fun they are and how much funny they seek? Some of them will go home and say, I saw a funny guy today. That's fine. Right? Some of them actually had fun. That's better. So, as we continue to answer all the questions and more, Victoria.
Yes. Okay, excellent. And it seemed like when you started singing it, that's, if you hadn't, that's almost like the fun deficit disorder.
Totally.
that Jess was
Absolutely.
talking about. And what was the other one that I was thinking? Oh, yeah, so sorry, there is nothing to earn. So it's like, it's not a matter of like being good so you earn brownie points and that sort of stuff. Yeah, because you swear a lot.
I do. I was telling Beth at the poll the other day because she made a tiny little innocent comment. And then that was one day. And like a couple days later, I saw her. Says, look, you've invited me to explore something in the year 2025. And of course, I walk away after that. And she chases me down like, what is it? I said, exploring and explaining the profound without using the profane.
Yes.
And I thought that could be an interesting opportunity
That would
for
be
me.
nice.
Because I can do it in short bursts currently. But eventually Tony Soprano shows up. And so I just got to go, how else could I play here? What more could I experience and accomplish, and how else would it give to people? I think it'd be a remarkable thing to play with. But I digress.
Cool. Excellent. Thank you, Anand, for your
Look
question.
at all these.
Okay, you're keeping up with
Comments.
them?
No, not at all. I don't know to look there. But I'm trying to see your comments. I love you guys. Penny loves George. So do I.
That's George.
Right.
All right.
Colby's here. Hey.
The next question's from Chirasree on Facebook. Business success. And Chirasree asks, how to imagine that thousands of people sign up for my courses and leave reviews in the course portal, and I'm making millions in less than 6 months, and it has thousands of positive reviews, and I'm thriving.
All right, so I invite you to join remarkable.com just for fun, because that's what I'm doing. I'm a little nuts about it right now. I'd love to not just see it stay the same size, but actually grow in the next 3 weeks or so, 4 weeks till we get to the next call. But so you and I did a one-on-one recently.
Chirasree, yes.
And one of the things that I notice is there's this amazing power of personal. And then most people get lost in the numbers. So fighting fit is something very personal to me. So from last year to now, and I know some people are probably tired of hearing this, but I just don't give a shit, right? Because a year ago I needed a walking stick, and my martial art basically consisted of very subtle control of distance and then smash things. Now I'm able to do some full-on kung fu stuff that I haven't done in 3.5, 4 years. I find that a lot of fun. Fighting fit is a very personal state for me. And when I realized I was remembering when I was fighting fit on December 25th of last year, December 25, 2023, my entire life changed because I started remembering when I was fat. And so I moved back into the state of fighting fit. And since then, everything about me has changed. And you can look at the videos from a year ago to now. And here's why I mention all that. When I see thousands of people and millions of dollars in 6 months and thousands of positive reviews, I can't relate to that at all. And I don't know if you can. I suspect you can't. Because if you could, you wouldn't be asking the question. Here's what I relate to. You at the end of our call. And you posting about the end of our call. And you continuing to explore and expand what you do. Because that's personal to me. I may or may not get what you do or agree with what you do. And I mean this about everybody in the world. There are people doing things that I'm just not interested in, but they're fascinated by it. I imagine them personally satisfied. So my little tiny thing with business that I stole from a fellow named Byron in Modified, I manifest clients who love what I do, pay what I ask, and refer others who do the same. And my imaginal experience of that is like getting the emails. Hey, Lisa sent me, and I couldn't wait to start. I'm so glad I did. Or I'm a little confused, but I know that's all right. She told me that you'll get confused along the way.
Yeah.
But when I can imagine my personal satisfaction about your personal satisfaction, that's personal. Versus numbers are numbers. The difference between 1,000 and 1,000,000, a couple zeros. Most people can't relate to it. Most people, when they die, about 200 people will show up at their funeral. So when Dead Jim died, they would have printed up about 250 Dead Jim cards. And I asked, what's the average you guys print up? 250, 300? It's just the way the numbers run. About 250 people may show up at your funeral. I find most people can't relate to a number over 50 to 100. But if we are willing to explore this power of personal, we realize the numbers don't matter. I make things up like I've lost 2 Christmas hams and a turkey worth of ugly fat, because it's true. But I had a problem with what did I weigh at the beginning? I can look that up. What do I weigh now? I can look that up. Oh, what's that in stones? What's that in pounds? How much of it is muscle? How much of it is fat? How much muscle have you? I just look at my body.
Yeah.
Right? It's personal. When I see me moving
And
in
when
the
you
mirror.
pull your clothes on or put your shirts on that used to be tight
Yes.
and they're not.
So-
or things like that. It's like it's an easier way to measure, calibrate.
Yeah, it's
how you're
it's
going.
personal. I'm
Yeah.
putting on clothing and realizing I've got a problem. I got to ditch half this.
Yeah.
My pants are falling down. I was walking into the stores the other day talking to one of my homeless friends, and he says, 20, you're looking good. And I said, I got one problem, pal. And he goes, what's that? And I said, I need a fucking rope. My pants keep falling down. I'm trying to shop, and my pants keep falling down. I told you about this. I put my phones and all my keys and shit in a shopping bag because the weight of them was pulling my pants down. And I was like, all right, need me some new pants, right, or a rope.
Yeah, get some new pants.
So there's personal. I got to get rid of some old and buy some new. That's a problem, right? Where do I go? Where do I take it? I got to invest time, all that stuff. But let it become personal.
Yeah, find ways like that, Chirasree, to bring in, to mean business success rather than,
whatever it
numbers.
is, whatever your wish is, the power of personal really, really, it's honorable and it's dignified. It dignifies you and it honors who you are and what you do. Simon Peter, January 2025, Join Remarkable.
Cool.
So, all right, I think that was
Okay.
good. I thought it was good.
Thank you, Chirasree.
I'm satisfied.
That's good. And accomplished.
I wonder if I got coffee over there.
Okay, you go and have a look.
You can read it.
Okay.
I'll give you permission.
Oh,
my God, I got lots of coffee.
yeah, no, bring it, and I won't start reading because we're up to the last question. But yeah, thank you so much, Chirasree, for your question.
Look at that.
Oh, yeah, this is his massive mug.
Snazzy shirt. Look at it. Hangs on there like I'm a ghost.
Very good, babe.
All right, I guess I've ghosted my old self. I'll have to look up and see what the word ghosted actually means. Because it's one of those words on Facebook. Everyone's a narcissist. They ghost me, and I don't get it.
Isn't ghosting ignoring?
I don't know what it is. I mean, it's a fancy new term that everyone's all wound up about, like narcissist. He's a narcissist. That's why he's ghosting you.
Okay.
First he love bombed you. Yeah, right.
All right. So, and the last question today.
Colby asks, you doing the 12 disciples this year? You said Simon Peter. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, starting in January. I'd join sooner rather than later if you want to join back up, Colby. And somebody share the link. Joinremarkable.com.
Cool.
Love to see you there, pal. We're going to have a lot of fun. And it's a different... Some of y'all, you've written me saying, well, I'm not right. I'm not joining in because we did that 4 years ago or something. I said, yeah. We did something 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Right? It ain't going to be the same adventure, trust me.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Imagine a typical day in Victoria's universe. There's a lot of things that seem the same. I leave around 11, come back around 1, we eat a meal, but let's ask her.
It's never the same.
It's never the same adventure twice with him around.
Okay. And the last question, I think that's right. Yes. The last question today is from Remarkable Lisa and LaRock.
Boy, that coffee's good.
Don't die with race left in you. And Lisa asks, hello, 20 in Victoria. My dad gave birth to his dream to be a race car driver. Oh, wow. But not until he retired. Standing in his garage in front of his hand-built work of beastly, badass art, hood raised and up on blocks to be winterized. Looking into his 86-year-old blue eyes, he explains his struggle. Someone is interested in purchasing Big Red. My response, Dad, you've got too much race left in you. Don't sell. I find survival is the thief of joy. 20, you commented in regard to working hard. We can either say, look at how I struggled, or look at what I gave life to. It touched me in your podcast when your dad asked, would you like some help? Kindness and guidance seem to make the struggle of survival obsolete. Thank you for your comments. I love that. I love that you said, Dad, you got too much race left in you. Yeah, and lots of things there. And how you said, look at how I struggled, or look at what I gave life to. So what do you got, babe?
I'm going to answer this another way in the Remarkable group, because there's some stuff I just don't want on the public internet.
So what can you share here?
I'm waiting for it. When we sell out. I sold my motorbike. I never saw that coming. That'll be neat to see on the video. I sold my motorbike long after I sold fun and settled for funny. And people started coming to look at it. I put it in the Smart Shopper or whatever the fuck it was called. And people came, and there was one guy with cash, and in his casual comment, he mentioned he was going to part it out. And I said, I just changed my mind. I like cash. Cash is nice. The thought of my bike being parted out, even though I sorely neglected it for 2 years because of the condition I was in at the time, the state I was in, how I was conditioning my space, my life. So another guy comes along, and he practically destroys the front end of his car, smashing it into a curb when he realized he was in front of the house that he was looking for and looking at the bike. The guy could have given me $2. I would have given him the bike because it was way beyond my capacities. David Brown Mechanical took my BMW because I didn't want it parted out. It's too much for me right now. It's not what I'm into. It needs an engine leak repaired. He can do all that on his spare time. He doesn't have to charge himself $1. And for me, it would be weeks of the car at his place and me spending a lot of money on a car I don't enjoy anymore. So sometimes we move on to a new race. I've done it a couple times in martial arts, really nailed something and moved on to another aspect. I find that interesting and lovely. But I also find Beth writes retirement is a silly word. Retiredment. Right? I'm tired. My grandpa died whenever he ran out of things to do. He cleaned his garage, he finished his Zane Grey novels, and I visited him and his spirit was already gone. It was a couple months later he was physically dead. I get most people never run their fucking race, or garden their garden, or dance their dance. And I put it into the podcast incessantly, and I think it costs me money. Because I think most people are more interested in paying money to fix a problem than they are in dancing more. And I can't focus on fixing problems. I have got no interest in fixing problems. For me to focus on that would be to imply that people need fixes and they need fixed. On the other hand, I notice so much potential in people. And I notice them at the meat counter. I notice them at the liquor land. I notice them in the health food store. Kathy's buying scuba shoes because I wore scuba shoes today. And I just managed to dance a little in front of her. And she loves my shoes. And she's going to buy my shoes on the Amazon. Yay. We settle for funny when we're seeking fun. Fun really defined as enjoy. And joy always is intertwined in love. And so, I'll keep going. So Dead Jim had a stroke. And we went and visited Dead Jim in the hospital. It takes a lot to get me into a hospital. And, of course, we smuggled Dead Jim in some little bottles of whiskey. Because that's what you do.
Yeah.
And Dead Jim eventually gets out of the hospital. And then he starts coming to the dog park as a passenger. Dead Jim was a race car driver.
Yeah, I was thinking how her dad sounds exactly like Dead Jim.
Yep.
Because he had been a racing car driver and he kept all his cars, actually.
So Dead Jim is a passenger coming to the dog park.
Yeah.
And that is unacceptable to me. And Dead Jim had this modified ute. A ute's like a car truck.
Yeah.
And you could hear it.
V8 or something.
Almost really a kilometer away.
It's gorgeous. He loved it.
And every time Dead Jim came in as a passenger, I revised to hearing the because there's a part of me that just loves that. There's an American hidden inside there. And Dead Jim tells me when they're all walking and me and Dead Jim are shot because he's coming back from his stroke and I'm going downhill at the time with my hip. So we'd sit on a tree stump together, our fallen tree, and the other people would walk away because we couldn't walk anymore. And Dead Jim was telling me, I go and I sit in the ute and I pump the clutch and I work the pedals. And I said, good. And one day he goes and he takes his driver's test and he passes. He also corrects the guy because they got a sneaky trick in Australia where they basically say something like, kid with a ball. And, you're supposed to react to that. And Dead Jim did. And they want you to look in the rearview mirror before you apply the brakes. And the guy said, you didn't look in the rearview mirror. And he goes, I didn't have time.
I'm not going to run over a kid.
Yeah. And the guy says, you're supposed to look in the rearview mirror.
Yeah.
And Jim said, you know what, I've got 40 years of racing cars. And the guy says, okay. You passed him.
Yeah, right.
And I remember being Dead Jim's passenger after all this. It was a lot of fun. because we went to see our friend at the hospital and pick him up one day. And Jim had race left in him. And dead Jim had race in him till the day he died. And he died happy from what I can tell.
Mm.
And to let you know how much I respect him, this was during COVID. And we were in the most lockdown city in Australia. And like 10 people could go to a funeral.
Mm.
And they asked me to speak. It's hard to get me to go to funerals, right? I just sort of giggle and laugh because I know, yeah, they're still on their next adventure, and sometimes they pop up while everyone else is crying. And so I tell Victoria, I don't know. And my love for dead Jim and the fact that he ran his race, he drove his race, lived his race, I'll go. Yeah, I have to honor him. And so I go, and there's more than the 10 people allowed. And so they allow 10 people in the building, and the rest have to stand outside in the rain or something. And I look at the funeral guy, and the funeral guy looks at me, and he lets everyone in. And so I give a little talk, and I said, you know, I know a lot of you. I've met you at Dead Jim's house. I spoke at Dead Jim's Rotary Club. And I said, Dead Jim, I didn't use this phrase, but I shared it. Dead Jim ran his race, right? He lived his life. And the other thing with Dead Jim, I didn't call him Dead Jim from the podium. The other thing about Dead Jim is he collected people. He collected lovely people. That was his other race.
Mm.
And so Dead Jim had fun. And I think as soon as we stop having fun, a part of us starts dying.
Mm.
And most people die without never having lived.
Mm.
Look at me a year ago. Look at me now. Look at me 2 years ago. Look at me now. According to the Facebook videos and photos, I'm looking about 9 years younger right now. I'll take that as a compliment. I'm feeling about 20 years younger. And there's power and personal here. So he not only built his car, he built himself. And there may come a time where it's time for him to sell. But if he senses there's race in him, remind him, there's race in you.
Well, I reckon put him in the passenger seat and you drive. Yeah, I like, and also how she ended it right at the beginning, like kindness and guidance seem to make the struggle of survival obsolete, because when people are stuck in survival mode, which is what I loved about Jim, he was never stuck in survival, even when like his body was up.
Whenever he was totally
total
screwed.
test.
Yep.
But he still always had a smile, loved the little smuggled in bottles of whiskey. It was lovely.
Dead Jim and I would sit on the tree. So Cube and Kalina, and if Victoria was there, they'd all leave. Right? They'd actually walk the dogs.
Yeah.
They'd walk across the bridge and sit on a stump. And Dead Jim would say, I love the Australian trees. They're all twisted. We don't have a straight
Like
tree
the
in
people.
Australia. Well, that would come up, and he'd just go,
Yeah.
there's something about kind. We like what's like us. We get to be kind to our kind. And what if that becomes everyone and everything all the time? And so Dad gets to enjoy the race of his car. And you get to enjoy the race of your dad in his car. And your dad lives in a state, and he can settle for a story. He could take the money, invest the money. He could live in the story of getting older. Yeah, we're all getting older, right?
Mm.
But I suspect his car is also part of his fountain of youth. In other words, it's fun. And the minute we stop living from fun, we settle for funny. And then it's survival. You know, we tell jokes. You know, they're funny. They distract you from the pain. Passion. That's it.
Cool.
I'm done.
State versus story.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
By the way, y'all that are watching this that aren't remarkable kids yet,
Excuse me.
or pondering either way, there's so many ways to explore state versus story. And I watch so many people say, just change the story, change the story. Your state accepts or rejects the stories you were given. And you give yourself stories, and other people give you stories. Hey, how about that there? Yeah, it's until the gets It's like, yeah, you're holding your breath. Right? They've bought a story that they have to meter out. In other words, they're rationed. And I'm not. I could go there, but as long as I realize it's all about state, it's not about story. Yeah. His state, I love it. Thanks for bringing it up.
Yeah.
Shanita.
Cool. So, yes. Sorry we haven't really seen many of you.
Yeah. Sorry we haven't seen much of the comments. We're not used to looking there. So
yeah.
I wonder if we put the computer upside down, if the comments would be on that side, that'd be easier to read. So, by the way, we had a fella, right, Adam. And Adam could only take, do you remember if it was long or shorts?
I can't remember, but I do remember Adam.
So beautiful Adam could only take longs, I think it was, which means the truck goes this way. And he couldn't take shorts. And I told him, turn your laptop upside down. Right, that way it looks like it's going in the opposite direction, and you can just for fun.
Take the trade.
Yeah, take the trade. Right, they're all. So if you think, I can't enter the market because it's going short, flip it around. Right?
There was something else as well, because I remember Leanne bought him a pop gun. There was something about pull the trigger.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because so it was pulling the trigger. So that was good too.
So
okay, so thank you, Lisa and LaRock, for your question. And what we want to know is, now I think the camera's right in the middle there.
yes.
Okay.
That little green dot.
Your little green dot. Tell us what's your, what? Yep, hashtag strawberry bit.
Yeah.
Little all those glittery bits. It's like Christmas lights.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
Isn't it? You go, babe. Well, I'll go.
Listen to her.
It was ace. All of it was ace. And what I'm most grateful for is you managed to get the tech working, so we didn't have a crappy show like last.
Well,
like
nobody's complained about the sound, so that's good.
Yes.
And we'll see how the video goes.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But here's the thing, I did imagine, basically. Yeah, y'all are remarkable, about that, fuck shit thing with the grunt and the giggle, right? So, I had enough.
You haven't stepped into 2025 yet, so that's why you're swearing.
Yeah, I can still swear, right? We'll get it out of our system, right?
Yes.
So it's like, right.
Yes.
And, like Lisa mentioned at one show, right? And it wasn't a Gert Lisa, right? It's about reality. The echo, right? And the cause. And then Lynn mentions it on another one. It's like, I love you guys, but this is driving me nuts. Sounds like radio. So, radio. So I started imagining what do we need to do, and I come up with a complicated solution, a slightly less complicated solution, and we'll be playing with it between now and next week for more. But I suspect this is working really well.
Yeah, it is.
So,
I mean, the other thing we could do, I was thinking, no, but then it's band resources. Anyway, the other thing I really wanted to thank was Lisa and Beth, and I don't know who else was here at the beginning, for tagging so many people. Thank you, because I know for some reason sometimes Facebook notifies, sometimes it doesn't bother. I don't know what's going on, but it's great. Thank you for getting other people to come and join the show.
That means heaps.
Yeah.
All right.
What's your strawberry bit?
My strawberry bit. You know, it keeps coming back to the same thing for me. And I just watch so many people settle for funny versus fun, entertainment versus being alive. Let me tell y'all something. We watch about 2 hours worth of TV tonight, or a night. You know how much I would watch if she wasn't watching it with me?
Probably zero.
Probably zero.
Yeah, I don't know that
Right.
I'd watch much either.
I watch it for simply some time to share with her, to hold hands, and have a couple giggles. But it's funny the things that we talk about after a show or later, or how it works into this work and our real lives of passion. But if it was me doing a solo watching TV thing, I'd watch Mr. In Between, and that's about it. And I'd watch it with a puppy on my lap. And I really get, I tell you what I can't stand. I get in Victoria's car currently, and it's now bringing up the morning show again. It brought up the morning show with the news when I got in the car. And that was unacceptable.
Yeah.
If I walk into someone's house and it's like, yeah, I've been wanting to come over so we could have a talk about something, and they got a TV going on in the background, I said, can we turn it off? I said, oh, no, I'm listening to that. I said, I'll see you later. Why the fuck am I here? When you can become a devotee, and I listen to Lisa's, I feel into Lisa's request, and I get Dad's a devotee, and settling for anything else less in life has you living a life based on demands, distractions, delusions, and I invite devotee. I shared a photo when Facebook was FUBAR of a rose, because I just wanted to see what will Facebook let me get away with and what won't it, because I didn't know if it was my account or worldwide. Turns out it was worldwide. And I share a photo of one of our roses, and we get compliments. And I go, her. I love that rose, but her. Yeah, it's her engagement with life, her devoteeness to the garden, to the rose, that has it doing that. It's not a distraction from something. So there's all my strawberry bit.
Cool.
I'd love to see more of your dad in his car. So anything you can share anywhere, I'd love to see that.
Cool.
In other words, I'd like to see him and see how you see him. All right.
Cool.
Love you all. Have a great day.
Thank you.
And visit us at feelitrealfun.com for refunds. Facebook, FUNS.
Yes.
Because it's going to transcribe that.
All right.
And joinremarkable.com. Or wait.com. God, I wish I owned that one. Yeah, joinremarkable.com or wait. Maybe I should see if Just Wait Forever.
Just wait forever.
Yeah. See ya. Love you guys.
See ya.